Hello everyone! Welcome back to my channel. Today I bring you new markers. These markers I got from the brand Arrtx and I am so excited to try it. It has a beautiful box, as you can see, and it has a handle, so it's very nice and convenient. This set has 66 markers, counting with the black and the colorless marker, and I also got an Acrylic Markers Set that seemed very interesting to use together with these markers. These are saturated colors and have a high opacity, which makes it great to use on the top of any drawing, and guess what? I got the perfect idea for using it. Do you want to see what I did? Just keep watching. Also, if this is your first time here, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. The set of markers had, as always, the color tester, so that's what I will do first. This is the most accurate way to see all the colors in the box. Usually the caps are not entirely correct. The markers have a triangular shape and have the two nibs, the chisel and the brush, my favorite, and the colors have numbers only on their cap. I find kind of cute the shape they have. The end reminds me of clouds, and that takes me to my idea for the drawing. The Acrylic Markers set had 24 markers, and before you use it, you need to shake it well and press the top of the marker to make the ink flow until getting to the nib. These kind of pens are a great way of controlling how much ink you want to use. You can see me doing that later. After testing the colors and getting all in order by number, I noticed this was a pastel set, and I was so in love with it. I actually am a lover of pastel colors and pastel set of markers, and my idea for this drawing was a pastel and dreamy sky. I tried to portray freedom as a theme, but also I tried to be as free as possible in this drawing. Not thinking much about what I was doing, and if mistakes would happen, that would make part of the art itself and also a growth as an artist. Usually we would like to have our drawing perfect, but the truth is, sometimes growth comes out realizing mistakes are part of the process and we should just accept them. This was the theme I had for this drawing, and I hope you like it. I tested in a little paper the colors that I wanted to use to see if they worked together and if my sky would go like I wanted, and I was very amazed by how well the blending was. I ended up using much more the chisel part of the markers, what is very uncommon for me, but for this background and how large it was, I thought, why not? Also, it was one more thing I was not comfortable doing, and I wanted to try myself. The truth is that the background it's big, and I also thought it was a good way to not waste ink and the brush nib. The markers were comfortable to the end, but I am not used to the triangle shape yet, so I think it was a bit weird in the beginning. Still, they were great because they don't roll and fall out from the table. That usually happens to me, so with this set that will not happen to you either. After setting my base colors, I used some other to make the background dreamy and cloudy as much as I could. Not thinking much about the clouds now, because I wanted to do them white and not actually use much of the white paper, because I really wanted to do that at the end with the other markers they sent me. As a tip for everyone that like pastel colors, I would advise for you to use a colored multi-liner, because the line art gets much more dreamy and softer and everything will look well in the end. If you end up using a black multi-liner, everything will be very strong on the character and it will not be as dreamy as you probably want with that soft background. Usually the more opaque multi-liners just make everything a bit more contrast in your drawing, and that's why you usually use more active colors in your drawing. So with the pastel it's a bit different, but of course you are free for you to use what you want to do. This is just a little tip of what I learned over time. For the detailing I used the brush tip and was super comfortable to use, and I could control my strokes just like any other marker. So I was really happy with the chisel for the background and then the brush tip for the character itself, and the blending was also very good. As you can see, everything just evaporates very fast and you can do a blending very nice at the end. After retouching some line art and doing my coloring of the old drawing, it was time to use the acrylic markers. I'm so excited to use it, and I will use the white one. Just like I said, I'm going to do white clouds on this drawing, and this pen was really interesting. I could control how much ink it would be used, and it would change the opacity of the white on the drawing itself. Some parts I used the opacity, so I just used more ink to make it look like a strong white, and on the others I left the opacity a bit lower, what makes also very nice for perspective or having different plans of the drawing. The example I can give you is, for example, the bird that you see on the left side of the drawing, that's just a wing, and then you see the glow I gave her on her hair, so it makes her in that ambient and it makes it look very nice. Overall, I really liked this kind of markers. It was very nice. I loved the colors they had together, but I think what made me love more this drawing was the acrylic marker. The effects are so nice and can be used also in different mediums like watercolors, and I cannot wait to use it. And this was my end result. I hope you like it. I want to thank Arrtx for these amazing materials, and I hope you enjoyed this review. If you want to buy their materials, you can find the links below on my description box to their store. I hope you have a nice day, and I hope to see you on my next video. Bye bye!